Hello, my friends. How are ya? Hiker Dave here with another awesomely fantastic, what the heck was that, video. I'm going back to that spot. For those of you that have never seen my channel, I do a lot of hiking and I look for, I like to look for a Sasquatch, what they leave behind, kind of. I'm not really out here looking to run into one. I like to look for prints. I love to follow tracks of different animals out here. We've got coyote, mountain lion, bear, moose, deer, and we have a fresh new snowfall here, another 4 or 5 inches. Why I didn't bring my snowshoes, I have no idea. It's already been a little rough travel, and I'm trying to make it. I'm following the river. I want to get across the river, and I'm looking at it now, and I don't like my chances. It looks like there's kind of been a warm up here, and I feel like maybe I might not be able to cross today, but it's okay. I have a plan B. But let's check it out and see. Let's check it out and see what we're looking at here for a river crossing. I hope I can get across. I want to go back to where I found that huge log lean, massive. I want to go back and follow the river in the other direction today. I got about 3.5 hours or so before sunset. I got a late start again today. I had some things I had to do. So let's go down to where I crossed last time and see if I can't make my way across. Here is one of the 5 structures I found out here. They're all together, all clumped up in this one spot. It's raining today. It's like 37 degrees or so. There's another structure there. I forgot my microphone, and I'm not turning around because I forgot the microphone, so I apologize about the audio today. Here's another small structure. I'm going to probably be making a lot of small clips, videos, just to keep my phone out of the rain. So I'm going to head out this way if I can't cross the river, and I'm going to travel through like a really swampy area. I should be able to get through it. Okay, this is where I crossed last time, and I see a lot of thawing going on. But I'm going to try it again. I hope I don't fall through. It's only a couple feet, but it'll still ruin my day. I'm going to put the phone away for this just in case I do slip and fall. I don't want to drop my phone in the water. Okay, success. I made it. Excellent. All right, we're on our way. I can't believe I forgot the microphone. But like I said, I'm not turning around and going to go home because then I lose another 40 minutes or half an hour of daylight, and I'm not doing that. I'm going to kind of make quick work of this hike out. It's starting to rain a little bit better, a little heavier now. Where's my trail? I'm right here. I really enjoy the snow. I mean, I do. I love the spring, the fall, but I love it because I can tell if I'm out here by myself. I can tell if I've got, a bear out here walking around or mountain lions. But so far, I don't see any tracks, no coyote, no deer. I overdressed for sure. Under this poncho, I picked it up at a military surplus joint down in Massachusetts a couple of years ago. I love it. It saved my life once. I've already told you guys about that story. I hiked in the blizzard of 2019. It was January 3rd or 4th last year. It might have been 2018 now that I think about it. I'm not sure. But I had the poncho packed in my backpack. Long story. I couldn't get to it. I ended up having to cut my backpack off with my Leatherman. And it saved my life because I was 2 hours easy out into the forest and the snow was coming down heavy. And it kind of caught me off guard. And the fact that I had extra dry gear in my backpack, it saved me that day. Birds are really active today. All kinds of birds out. Tons of snow bombs falling from the trees. I gotta be really, really careful. Actually, there's really nothing you can do, right? I mean, but I keep seeing off to my left and my right all these big chunks of snow falling off the trees because it's not freezing. I think it might get as high as 38 today. I think probably I'm right in that area, right around 38 now. I was listening to this guy's channel this morning, and he had mentioned about, and I'm so on board with this thought, that, and I agree, that I'm done with trying to convince people, whoa, almost got hit with a snow bomb, convince people that Sasquatch is real. Bigfoot is a real living, breathing species. I'm done trying to convince people of that. And I think that's just to move on. Let's move on from the argument or the conversation of, how could something like that go hidden for thousands of years, and just all of that rhetoric on whether it's real or not. I think we can all agree, if you've tuned into my channel and you've watched my channel for a while, and I think that you probably know, either you've had a sighting, you've seen them, or you just, like me, I'm just convinced. I've never seen a Bigfoot. What I do is I just like to go out, I look for tracks, tree leans and bends and TP structures and prints. I love to, I've found prints before. That's what really got me going. And I'm so gone are the days of me trying to convince anybody. So, if you are one of those people that need convincing, you might want to do some research and study up on listen to some first-hand accounts. These real stories. You can just tell some of the descriptions of these beings that what they're seeing is real, and there's no mistaking it for a bear, and things like this that other people will say, oh, you didn't see what you think you saw, it was just a bear. So I'm over that now, and I think it's kind of a freeing feeling to say that, to be able to know, for my own peace of mind, that those days are behind me. I'm not going to any longer try to convince anybody of Sasquatch's existence. And that's all I have to say about that. I have one more little stream I have to cross here. So there's two in total. The one I passed back a ways, and then there's this one. And I'm confident, just like the other day, that I'll be able to get across without a problem. Whoa. Excellent. It's beautiful. The rain seems to have stopped for the time being, which is great. The last time I was out here, I kind of was booking it. Not taking my time, really slow. Today, I'm kind of booking it a little bit. I want to make my way right to that river where the trail ends. And I think I'm going to follow it to the left instead of the right. And just as I say about the rain, it starts to rain again. I got to take off a layer. I definitely dressed way too, put way too many clothes on to come out here today. So I'm going to find a little spot where I can hang up my backpack and take this poncho off, and at least take off a sweatshirt anyways, and put it in my backpack. I almost left today with just bringing water. I was going to just bring my Camelback. I have a little carrier for it. It's got straps on it like an ordinary backpack does. and it just holds the Camelback, and that's it, nothing else. I said, I'm just going to bring that. I never use my stuff, and I thought, just as I was about to unload the Camelback out of my backpack, I said, why would I change now? Why would I do that? I think that's how mistakes are made. I thought, well, I've been out in this area before. I know it well. I can hear them snow bombs. But I don't know this area well. Right now where I'm at, I've only been here once. So I don't know it well. And I think that's a huge mistake to just think, once you get comfortable and you think you know what you're doing, Mother Nature will just flip you on your head. And next thing you know, you're in trouble and you're regretting your decision. I preach, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And for me to go against that would be stupid. So I'm looking for a spot where I can kind of hang my stuff up so I can take off a sweatshirt. I should have enough room in my backpack. I am only carrying one of my smaller packs with first aid, some food, a stove, couple things like that, a knife and stuff, fire starting. I should be able to fit a sweatshirt, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. I think maybe I'll do that when I get to the river. I'm not all that far right now from it. I'm looking. I'm at the river now. And I'm looking at that big, huge logline, and I can't see it from here. I see the tree, but I don't see the log. But I'm sure it's there, and I just can't see it. Snow bombs are freaking me out. Falling from everywhere. Hopefully I can fit this in my pack. It's not looking good. I feel like I'm gonna break a zipper. Nice. All right, I'm gonna put my gear back on and take a quick walk to that tree, and then I'm gonna come back this way. Let me show you. There's the river. I went this way last time, and that tree is down that way. So I'm going to check it out, and then I'm going to travel down this way, opposite of the direction I traveled last time, and see if I can find some cool stuff. Stick with me. By the way, it's quiet, dead quiet. I just finally heard a bird. But as I was walking out here, it was quiet, quiet, quiet. Okay, let me get my gear on. Okay, I can see that log lean from here. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Anyways, you'll have to trust me on this one. The log is still there. And the birds suddenly have come out in force. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna follow the river. Let's see, I was traveling east. That would be, if I was traveling east, this would be to my north. So I am going to travel south along the river. And I like to know what direction I'm traveling in, because what I'll do is I'll text my brother. Like, I let him know once I cross the river, I'm going to be traveling east. And I'll periodically let him know which direction I traveled in, just in case. I told him I'd be home before dark, so if I'm not home and it's dark out, then he knows something happened. So I like to keep an eye on my direction of travel, even just so I know what's going on. Okay, I'm back. I hiked a lot further than I thought. Much further than I thought I went. So this is that. I hit that big log. I'm going to call it the Led Zeppelin tree. Still amazes me how this log got here. It's so quiet. It is so quiet out here. A little unnerving. This would be a great tree to take shelter under the big storm, big snowstorm or something. Be a great spot to hold up until it passed or something, right? All right, I'm going to stop and take a breather. I'm sweating. This is interesting. I don't remember if I saw it or not last time. Look at this thing. Oh, look at that. It's an interesting lean. It's just a dead log, about 5 feet big, tall. Just leaned against this small tree. All right, I'm going to find a little spot to take a rest. I'm sweating. And then I'm going to start my way out of here. The trails out here, normally they're marked pretty well, but for some reason out on this side of the river, I don't know why they're not clearly why they just dead end and stuff. Like this trail dead ends right here. And then it just starts up again. I don't know. There's always the possibility that somebody is removing the trailblazers on the tree. That's always a possibility. Alright, where am I? Okay. Alright, I'm back where I took off that shirt. I gotta take a rest. So I guess stopping is not an option right now. To stay in one place, I'm making myself a target from the snowfall and from the trees. So it's kind of best to keep moving. I've been hit a couple times already. Just a barrage of chunks of snow that's fallen. I guess if I find an opening in the canopy, I'll stop then, but I can't right now. I'm just getting pelted. I don't know if the screen is foggy, if that's because of me, but can't stop, I guess. Gonna make my way back. Sweating. I'm hearing all kinds of crazy noises. All that snow falling. It just sounds like there's a group of people running around the woods, and they're throwing snowballs at me. I guess I gotta keep moving. I can hear ski mobiles in the distance. And that happened last time I was out here. I thought it was a road, but I can hear it clearly. It's snowmobiles. There is no shortage of this kind of thing right here out here. It's everywhere, and I completely understand that these just could fall from the top of a tree and land like that. But they are really in abundance in this area. And I don't see it like this in other spots in this same forest. There's just so much of this out here. So when I mentioned that, a mile back, that I thought for sure I was going to come across my own trail. I really think that I was over there. I feel like I was over that down that way right there. But I kept walking and I didn't, and I thought I was going to come across right here, my trail, and this little spot looked familiar to me, looking this way. And when I bet you I was over there, probably a couple of 100 yards if I just kept walking. I think I would have came back. It probably would have cut off 45 minutes off my hike, so I don't mind that. I don't mind that I just was convinced that I knew where I was, and I don't know. I still think maybe I was off in that area over there. I don't know. Got me in there. I'm seeing that. Got a little look at it. Where did all the birds go? Makes me wonder if there's a predator out here. Let's hope he stays away from me. I don't want to have to hurt anything, like as far as mountain lion or bear. It's so pretty out here. I think I've mentioned before, one thing that I really like about the winter hikes is how clear you can see and how far you can see through the woods. I can see quite a distance. There's that tree break I showed you in the last video. That's a good size one, about 7 feet. keeps on raining, and it stops. And it rains and it stops. And temperature is supposed to plummet up here in New Hampshire tonight and into tomorrow. Very, very cold, frigid temperatures. Thankfully, I got my heat on. I got the oil delivered the other day, so I only had to go. We went 2 nights with no heat, and it wasn't so bad. Wasn't so bad at all. All you gotta do is just bundle up. I could swear I just heard a voice say, "Wait." Right from this direction. It said, "Wait." Hello? I heard it clearly. It sounded a little distant, but it said, "Wait." Waiting. All right. Well, it could. I mean, I was walking at the same time, so that always is. I wasn't stopped. You know, I could hear the snow crunching under my boots. I'm not waiting. How's that sound? How's that treat you? Tell me what to do. It was strange though. It kind of made my heart jump a beat. I was like, oh, there is somebody out here with me. Okay, here we go, crossing the stream. I'm pretty confident. Oh, look at the break right there that I didn't see the other day out here. That looks old. It's a good one though. It's my height, about 6.5 feet. A little taller than me. Interesting. Oh, I keep falling. My feet, my boot keeps falling in these little caverns. Okay, going for it. Oh yeah, I could hear that cracking. Release the cracking. Is that a dog bark? What was that? Maybe I am hearing things. Like a deep dog bark. Which, of course, possibly could be. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm familiar with all of this now. So I got some really awesome feedback from you guys when I asked the question about where do you think Sasquatch goes in the winter? Why am I not finding prints on the ground? And a lot of you guys were talking about caves. I really got to do some research on that, on cave systems in my area, because I know that they're out there. I did a little poking around about it some time ago. I think when I was living in Massachusetts, I did some online stuff, and there's no shortage of caves. Even back in southeastern Massachusetts where I was living, there's no shortage of caves in that area either. And there are cave systems up here, up north in the mountains and stuff. And I got to look into that a little more. I kind of when I'm on the interwebs, and it's easy for me to go down like a rabbit hole where I'll put in a keyword search, for something and I get distracted very easily and I just wander and you know, I end up researching something totally different, but I do appreciate that, the feedback you guys give me. And I think that that's plausible, that, you know, would be a good reason why that I don't see tracks in the snow here when I know for sure that this area has Bigfoot activity, especially with, like right now I'm back in my hiking familiar terrain. I'm headed towards, I'm almost to that first river I crossed. So I know that they're in this area when the weather is good, when there's no snow on the ground. And some people had mentioned also that they go up higher in elevation. I'm on board with that. I would have to say yes on that, because why am I not finding tracks? You know, why? I'm thinking I like the cave thing. And also a couple people commented that they try to use very little, that they kind of stay, what word am I looking for? They could try to conserve their calories, we'll say that. And that they probably just really just chill out in the winter months, in the snowy months. And up here in New Hampshire, the winters are longer, I think, or the snow stays on the ground longer than, say, down south in Massachusetts, from, you know, south of me. And that, I just got hit with a big old fat raindrop. And that they are able to come out and hunt sooner in the year than they would be able to here up in the mountains. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I love getting the feedback and the comments from you guys. And if I don't respond to you guys in a timely fashion, I have a lot of comments. There's a ton, and you guys can see them. I'm pretty sure you can drop down on one of my videos and read the comments, and I just have thousands and thousands. And I will not, I refuse to go through my comments and just hit like. I read every comment. I try to respond to each comment. If you get a thumbs up or a heart or something, I read the comment, because I do get some negative stuff, and I'm not going to go give a thumbs up to somebody who says something derogatory about me or about what I'm doing out here. So I do appreciate the comments from you guys. I really, really do. I'm getting close to the river. It's starting to rain a little harder now, which was forecasted. I was hearing a bunch of birds. Now all of a sudden, flabam, they just stopped. I hope there ain't a mountain lion creeping around. I really do. But I gotta get my phone under cover here so I don't ruin it. Okay, I'm at the river. This ought to be interesting. I made it the first time, right? Oh, jeez. Yeah, Ike and Dave went down. I'm good. I'm okay. That little, I must have slipped on the root or something, had ice on it. I'm good. Oh boy. All right, well, that's the second time I've fallen. Third time I've fallen in a couple years now. That's number 3. Been very fortunate not to hurt myself. The heck was that? Snow bomb. Must have been a snow bomb. All right, I'm crossing. I'm crossing this bad Larry. I can't believe I just fell. You can see that water rushing pretty good. But all I got to do is just cross this little 5-foot piece. Yep. Yeah. I can't believe I just fell. Oh, okay. Back on my home turf. Oh boy, I kind of hurt my wrist a little bit. I caught myself with my right hand, and that hurt a little bit. I always like to visit this little structure. Every time I'm out here, I always come by and check it out. Oh, jeez, I'm getting poured on. That's the home of my marbles that keep getting stolen. I do appreciate you guys clicking and coming along on a hike with me. It was fun. That was a great hike again. I really like that out that way. And I know it's because it's still new to me. But I just love hiking in an area where I've never been. There's just something about it that is exciting, you know. But thank you for coming by. Very much appreciated. And a slightly embarrassed hiker Dave. I'll definitely see you on the next one.